All right, friend, Henry Flowers here, Powerful Living Outreach Ministry. Let me chime in on what's going on. If you don't know already, there's a private school that wants to reject or has chosen to reject the children of Beck. He is a Mormon, and the school is a private Christian school. And they've said, well, we think it'd be weird, your kids would be weird, your kids would be uncomfortable, and we'd be uncomfortable teaching your kids. We've got something that we believe, and it's different than what your kids believe. And Glenn is like, I don't care. I want to expose my kids to different faiths, and we ain't afraid of that. What are you afraid of? And now, Beck has taken an interesting stand in that he's not suing the school and he's not using his power because he's an influential radio personality, if you don't know about him. But here's my thought, because I got so many thoughts on this. I just find it interesting that so many Christians are afraid. Really? That's a great question that Beck asked. What are you afraid of? You don't want to hang around Jehovah's Witnesses or Mormons or the awoke crowd and the Islam members of the Nation of Islam. What are you afraid of? You got all of these things that you do to keep your traditions in place, and all of these things, all these rules, and all this stuff that you do to hang around. And here's the fact. Many of you, and quite honestly, the ones that are bigots, like this school is being a bigot, most of you are, you're the minority. You're the few. But the majority of us don't do a good enough job of calling you people out. So I'm doing it here. I'm calling you out. You stupid. If you are of the Christian faith and you are afraid of other people's faith, you are afraid to engage people in what they believe, you avoid other people because they believe something else, you're stupid and you're doing it wrong. And you wonder why there's no power showing up in your life to where people are actually converted to what you believe. It's because you stupid. You the same ones that had a problem with Jesus. They probably come from your generation. They from lineage. It's genetic, maybe. It's in your heritage, where the same people that had a problem with Jesus, who dined with whores and prostitutes and sinners, they had a problem with Jesus and was running around. Oh, why he hanging out with them people? And he's supposed to be, don't he know who this woman is that's touching him? If he knew who she was, he would be getting her up off of him. Yeah, you stupid, and you're doing it wrong, and you might not be saved. You need to check your salvation, because that ain't who Jesus is, and I'm calling you out. You got a problem with hanging around somebody that don't agree with you. You got a problem with gays, and you want to hang around people with gay that are gay. You got a problem with all these people who believe something different than you are. And I know Mormons, they believe something different than what Christians believe. I know their faith. At one time, the Mormon faith had a problem with black people. I know about that history. Listen, I don't have a problem with none of them. I ain't scared of none of them. Because why? Because love conquers all. And if you're running away from people who believe different, do different, smell different, sound different, talk different, you stupid, and Jesus don't like you, and I told you before, God don't like ugly. You better stop that mess. I got more to say about this. Henry Flowers, Powerful Outreach Ministry. Click right there to subscribe. I ain't going nowhere. I'm coming back.